Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Let's go guys. आज के गेम का स्ट्रीम का पहला गेम स्टार्ट करते हैं गाइस. लेट्स गो गाइस. अबे भाई मैं तो अब रेलिगेशन पे जाने वाला हूँ यार. एक गेम हारूंगा तो डिवीजन 3 में आ जाऊंगा वापस. सो इसलिए मुझको गेम जीतना पड़ेगा. और इसी के साथ साथ मेरा ओपोनेंट भी मिल चुका है गाइस. लेट्स गो गाइस. चलो भाई. कुछ भी टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करते हुए फटाफट से गेम पे आगे बढ़ते. लेट्स गो गाइज. ओपोनेंट तो बहुत ही डेंजरस दिख रहा है गाइज. बहुत ही डेंजरस टीम है ओपोनेंट के पास. बहुत ही अच्छा मस्त जबरदस्त टीम है.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off.
आज
The
का पहला
excitement
गेम
already
शुरू हो चुका है
palpable.
गाइज.
There's nothing
देखते हैं
quite
गाइज
like
कितना
match day,
गोल होता है.
especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
लेट्स गो गाइज. Gabriel Bottischuta on the ball.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just three in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players.
It's a mighty effort!
ओ भाई.
Well, that is clearly not the
अच्छा है
outcome he
मेरा.
wanted.
रीडिंग
There's some
अच्छा
good
नहीं रहा.
movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And it's Messi. Oh, really well played. Kirk Chu. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Batistuta. And the through ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect. Messi!
ओ भाई बहुत
Oh,
किया.
he's managed to get it all wrong.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh, there's a probing ball. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Kokchu looking for options for movement. It's Bolland! It's a loose ball. Scholes tries to clear. Serginho looking to play him in. That's a throw. Now the ball, he rises! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Iniesta. Roberto Carlos. And it's De Bruyne. Spread out to the left. Zanetti getting this one clear. Adams cuts it out. Serginho looking to penetrate opposition lines. Costa Curta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. He's shifting through. Decent chance! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they...
And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Twente really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Kokchu. Scholes. Messi. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Danger averted for now. And the shot's on here. De Bruyne was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And he was quick to react. Kokchu. Could be danger here. Big chance! It's there! Twente Enschede back in business! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Iniesta. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cannavaro. Now it's Messi. De Bruyne. Iniesta. Kokchu. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh no, what has happened here? Batistuta is flagged offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Roberto Carlos, and it's De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland and Azar. Costa Curta. Great vision. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's on it. Can he get away? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Morocco are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Number 7, De Bruyne. Number 9, Scholes. Number
Zanetti.
10,
That's good play from him.
Good work on the right flank here. It'll be a throw-in.
David Villa. Number 5, Fiore. Number 12, Raul. Number 23.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Van der Vaart. He's got away. Pressure stays on. It is a corner.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Looks across and plays it in.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Aims beyond the defence. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it's ended all square. Both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to...
चलो भाई दूसरे गेम की तरफ आगे बढ़ते हैं भाई. लेट्स गो फॉर अनदर गेम. फर्स्ट गेम 1-1 ड्रॉ हो गया. जल्दी शुरू करो मेरे भाई. जल्दी स्टार्ट कर लो मेरे भाई.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder... Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
20 with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to play it through. Donatoni is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bellingham. De Bruyne. And it's Kukçu. Threads one in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Baresi gets it clear. Iniesta. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Bellingham. Beckenbauer. And that is out of play. Iniesta. And it's Kukçu. And it's Neymar. Neymar. Bellingham. And the counter is on. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that Kukçu has got himself a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Roberto Carlos. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Forlan. Baresi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. De Bruyne. Donatoni. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. Here's Fel. Decent chance! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Neymar. Kukçu. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Roberto Carlos. 20, finding their passes. Bellingham. And he plays one through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Donatoni. Passing is crisp and sharp. De Bruyne. And it's Kukçu. Kukçu. Oh, this is a very good run. Donatoni. Roberto Carlos demonstrating his defensive quality there. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Diego Forlan.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 17, Jamar. Number 20, Rivaldo. Number 5, Maradona. Number 27, Serginho. Substitutions taking place.
Haaland! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Raul. Batistuta gets flagged offside. Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Batistuta.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No way through there. And he thumps it clear. Can he get on the end of this? Now who's going to be first to this? That has ended up in no man's land. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard gets good distance on it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Maradona. And he's gone looking for safety. Back into the middle. 20 looking to pass their way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Iniesta.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's hit it first time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Substitution.
20 have their second corner now. Here's the header! Cleared without hesitation. Goes for the shot!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Referee has just said play on. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Shapes the shoot! Goal!
अबे भाई
Well, they would
क्यों
have been
यार
looking at him to produce the
मिस
goods,
पास कर
and
दिया
that was
भाई
very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so
अंदर से
precise,
करना पड़ेगा
the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Beckenbauer. Serginho. And Iniesta. Picked out. Can he finish?
ये हो ना बात भाई ऐसा गोल मारना चाहिए भाई
That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Twente grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, they've got it again. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Bale gets through. Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. No, not quite.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi. And no, that was never going to make it. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And here's Batistuta. Stojkovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking to play him in. That is a brilliant interception. Danger averted for now. He's got away. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Neymar. Rivaldo providing an outlet on that flank. Shoots!
वही भाई
Oh,
क्या
not this
मिस कर
time,
दिया
but a
यार
lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Serginho. Oh, that's well spotted. Van der Ven. Mosquera. No, that's been intercepted. Maradona. Neymar! And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Has a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bale! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Costa Curta. Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Maradona. He has found a way through. Rivaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Neymar. Xavi Alonso. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter attack,
Nice
and that
hit,
seems
man.
to be the plan.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Knocks it into space. Rivaldo. He's picked his way through.
अबे भाई.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, that's a key interception. Spread out to the left. And it's Serginho. Goes down, but nothing given. Great ball if he can get there. Batistuta could try cutting inside here. And Batistuta!
Nice save, man.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he was quick to react. Half an hour gone in the second half. That is good strength. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. That's a decent clearance.
Twente really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
That pass has been well intercepted. No way through, so back it comes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race in for the pieces. No, he's missed it.
बहुत nice save, boy.
Substitution on the field. Number 27, Serginho.
Twente can make their change now with a break in play.
Number 20, Rivaldo.
Nice physical challenge.
Neymar.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Now then, the ball's come loose. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be...
चलो भाई, let's go guys. Let's go for another game. चलो भाई, चलो.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent. Can he finish? It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
20 are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Great ball if he can get there. And a chance! He scores! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cannavaro carries the ball down the right. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer.
20 are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rice. Now it's Luis Suarez looking to play him in. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Goes for a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Now the delivery. Well, that's an excellent interception. 15 minutes till half-time. Picked out brilliantly. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. 20 presented with a golden opportunity here. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And back to the keeper they go. And the keeper takes decisive action. Tries to play it through. Neymar. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Great vision. That's the keeper's ball. Messi. Kukçu. Now it's Forlan. And he's being shifted off it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Twente can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And we have our very first corner. That's going to go a long way. Out to the left it goes. And the return pass. Maradona. Xavi Alonso. And it's Rice. Twente really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Rice has a look and plays it forward. Pass somewhat off target. Twente still have the cards to affect this game. And it's a corner. Donadoni! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Rice. Now it's Maradona, and this is Forlan. Now, can they get him away? Abbiati getting this one clear.
Twente really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Number 18, Diego Forlan. Substitution for Barcelona, number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Suarez.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Coming on the field.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Number 10, Ibrahima Konate. Number 5, Kukcu. Number 9.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now he's got space here. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Rijkaard threads one in. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
deep into stoppage time. This looks promising. Oh, he's bustling, and the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitutions taking place.
Desperate defending required here. It's a mighty effort! And that may well be that. That is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Van Dijk. And he's in on goal. He is through here. Van Dijk out-muscles him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Messi. Iniesta. Nicely weighted ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Oh, it's come loose. Chance to deliver. Twente yet to have an attempt on goal. Played out wide. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Forlan finds himself offside. That has not gone well. Iniesta. Kökçü. Kökçü was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Knocks it into space. He's having a shot! He's been caught on it here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Forlan. Out to the left it goes. And it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Iniesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Kökçü. Forlan. Oh, that was vital. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Alexander-Arnold. Taken back almost at once. Roberto Carlos. And it's De Bruyne. Kökçü. Iniesta. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still. Real chance! It's a goal! And finally he has breathed life into the game! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Looking for the run. Could be danger here. He'll try to keep this alive. That'll be a corner. Twente with the corner, there first. Van Dijk with the clearance. Messi. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Caught offside that time.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Azar coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think
It's Forlan! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, this is a great position. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Mohamed Salah. It's a searching pass. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Twente still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Neymar. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now that's well seen too.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Looking for options for movement. And he's cut it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
De Bruyne! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Number 15, Kukchu. Number 11, Neymar. Number 8, Iniesta.
Threads one in. Pass is just off target.
Number 9,
20 nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Number 13,
And he's got the beating of his man.
Number 19,
Adams,
Marquinhos.
Rivaldo, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Added minute has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Messi. And this is Neymar. Oh, he's bustling through here. And a chance! He scores! They have stolen level at the last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper...
Takes a shot!
Well, now,
And it's come back out to him. He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So a breakthrough already.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
More and more pressure on the ball here.
20 are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's De Bruyne. And this is Neymar. Crunching tackle. Costa Curta gets it clear. Kukchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Neymar powering forward here. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Roberto Carlos ready to try one. Now it's Roberto Carlos! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Carlos brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
De Bruyne. Costa Curta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Beckenbauer. Oh, he's burst through. Roberto Carlos. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Tries to pass it through. Beckenbauer. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Costa Curta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro with the clearance. Iniesta.
There will be
De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Adams. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
Twente really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Xavi Alonso. That pass has been well intercepted. Costa Curta. It's out for a goal kick. And reclaimed it in a trice. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
De Bruyne. Now it's Kökçü. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Twente looking to pass their way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Robertson is there, and he can get that clear. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Roberto Carlos, and it's De Bruyne. Forlan.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution in progress.
Iniesta. Can he get on the... And the shot! And he hits the net! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard. Raul. Fernando Torres. Rijkaard. Great defending, strong and determined. Van der Vaart. Well, that has not gone well. That's at the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So, it's away we go then.
Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Baalten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy.
De Bruyne.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through. Great chance! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Bruyne. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Vinicius Junior. That'll be a throw-in. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Messi. Now it's Forlan. And this is Forlan. And he's picked out the run. Oh, it's Neymar! He's got to be quick to recover this. In for the pieces. Goal! Twente Inskede! And Twente score first. Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
20 have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
De Bruyne. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. David Villa. Oh, he's burst through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Neymar does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Van Balten with the slide tackle there. Tries to pass it through. And he's straight offside. Van Balten has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Kukçu. And here's Forlan. Now it's De Bruyne. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Played into the middle. Adams gets it away. De Bruyne. Iniesta. Now it's Forlan. Neymar. Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide.
1 minute added time.
What a throw in. And it's Kukçu. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
20 have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Diego Forlan. Coming on the field.
And the action is back on the way. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Now it's Bojan.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the ball has another go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Neymar with the short one. And here's Neymar. Neymar! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
20, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. De Bruyne. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Kukçu. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Haaland. Yeah, he's fouled him there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Adams.
Substitution in progress.
A heavy challenge. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Kukchu.
Van Balken has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card.
Substitutions taking place.
He went for the curler. Doué gets it away.
Nepal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Twente clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Doué's cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
That's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Neymar. Number 8, Iniesta.
Neymar.
Coming on the field. Number 13.
Oh, he's been flattened there.
Number 19.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's De Bruyne. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hazard, back towards the middle. Very much into the last knockings. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. That's a decent clearance.
4 added
And
minutes
the referee's
have been
looking at his watch. We could be done here. And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Very nicely done. Good spot that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But
Big header! No, not the best of headers. That's a cute ball.
Well read, nice interception.
That could spell trouble. Batistuta. He has found the way through.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
It's Pele! It's bounced back off the post. No, that's overhit.
Twente have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances.
And this is Forlan. And it's De Bruyne. Out towards the flank.
And here's Kokchu.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Forlan. That is good alertness. Kokchu.
Iniesta. And here's Neymar. And now they can clear their lines.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
Beckenbauer. Iniesta.
That's good pressure, closed him down quickly.
Kokchu did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Now it's Forlan. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Messi. Now, can they get him away?
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Costa Curta. And it's Kokchu.
De Bruyne.
Distributed tidily. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
There's the whistle for half-time.
So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
And if you're just back from your break...
Oh, smashing header!
Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And here's Haaland. Xabi Alonso goes sliding in. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Twente come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Neymar. Oh, that's well spotted.
Adams with the clearance.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yes, they just simply want to...
There's the shot!
And he's gone looking for safety. It's a pretty loose pass. It's played through for him. And this is Batis, and the shot! Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Costa Curta.
He's having a go!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Costa Curta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then.
A header! He will be livid with himself.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Now it's Batistuta.
And this is Pele! Pele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pele is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United have their 3rd corner.
He gets big! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Terrific header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Azar.
Kukçu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Kukçu.
Great chance!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Kukçu has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Manchester United, number 25, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field is number 18, Franz Beckenbauer.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Beckenbauer. This is Batistuta. Iniesta. Now it's Haaland.
Looking to play him in. Now this could be a chance. He's beaten the last man.
They've got to be quick to recover this. And that is as far as it goes. So we finished as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise.
He's having a shot! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Twente finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That is ended up in no man's land. Stojkovic powering forward here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Played into space, and he was quick to react. Twente are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And here's Kaka, York. Oh, well played. Rivaldo, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Twente really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Adams calmly anticipates. Stojkovic. And that has found him in acres of space. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Knocks it out wide. Looking for options for movement. Renan Lodi is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. It's gone out for a throw-in. Stojkovic. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Aimed beyond the defence. Back into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Haaland. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Costa Curta. And Serginho. Twente looking to pass their way through.
There will be
Iniesta.
1 minute added time.
Threads one in. Stojkovic is wide and looking to get onto it. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half. Header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
York actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, that's well spotted. Haaland. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Kaká takes a shot. He scored. And This is getting better and better.
York
At his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Iniesta was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
20 choosing to make the first change.
Serginho. Coming on the field. Number 18. Diego Forlan. Number 21. Adar.
Defending was strong and firm. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Forlan.
Bangladesh are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
20, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Haaland. Ball's played through. Van der Vaart in acres of space out wide. York given the lift of his goal, and he welcomes it in. Shot shapes to shoot!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Spread neatly. Roberto Carlos, and it's Iniesta. He has found a way through, and he thumps it clear,
2 added minutes
and reclaimed it in a trice. Rivaldo, Van der Vaart, and that is as far as it goes. Performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Lovely feet. Iniesta crosses. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Raul. And this is Batistuta. And it's De Bruyne. Kirkchu. He's beaten the last man. And that's shot at goal. Goal! Twente Inskade! And Twente score first. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Twente are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Now it's De Bruyne, and here's Roberto Carlos. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Delivers with whip. Real chance! They've done it! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neymar is fouled. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Neymar. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish? Twente have their second corner now. De Bruyne! Oh, the ball's won, and it's come back out to him. Corner number 3 coming up. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. No, he's not getting past him there. Darren Fletcher. Raul. And they can counter here. Kirkchu. Messi. Kirkchu has created one goal already.
There will be
De
3
Bruyne.
minutes added time.
Forwards and with intent. Now, can they get him away? De Bruyne. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
Get the second half started.
20 clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Kukcu. Can he get it through? It's a threatening ball. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. Goal! Twente! Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Twente get themselves into the lead. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Another throw-in. Darren Fletcher, that's an imaginative pass. Played into space out wide. And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post! In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Picked out Batistuta! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Batistuta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, this looks sharp. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Roberto Carlos. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Harrison spots it and intercepts. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a key interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's well spotted. And he skips past his man.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That has been cut short. Iniesta. Now it's De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. Always onto this. Beckenbauer makes the interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well timed, excellent interception. Iniesta, given the lift of his goal. Roberto Carlos powering forward here.
Has been indicated.
And he's gone looking for safety. Neymar. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way.
Peter, I can't recall a better leader of the line than Marco van Basten.
Yeah, a great scorer of goals, and of course a scorer of great goals.
Yeah, and because of that, the words audacious and spectacular come to mind, and I think they best sum up what he could muster on a consistent basis.
Oh, nice touch. Howson with the clearance. And now the breakaway. That is good alertness. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's been cut out, well played. And the pass is intercepted. De Bruyne. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Neymar in acres of space out wide.
Oh, smashing header! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Fallen! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
20, grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Santos trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Best. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
There will be 1 minute
Best
added
very
time.
much a man of this moment. Great vision. And he plays one through. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Neymar coming on the field. Number 42, Luciano. Number 11,
Pizarro.
number
20 come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certain...
Tries a shot! Goal! Santos! And they've got their lead back. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Santos take the lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Roberto Carlos! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Now it's De Bruyne. Shot a goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short. And he shoots! Musiala is there, and he can get that clear. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Musiala was only too happy to help out in... He's having a shot! Oh, brilliant from Pizarro! About as smooth as it gets! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Iniesta. And it's De Bruyne. Haaland. Maldini goes sliding in. 20 still have the cards to affect this game. Best. De Bruyne. And it's Kukçu. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. That has been cut short. That pass has been well intercepted. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitutions taking place.
Ruben Dias. Half an hour gone in the second half. And this is Pizarro. Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Azar. De Bruyne, who does have an assist to his name. Guti. Now it's Pizarro. Now it's Musiala. Azar. And it's De Bruyne. Haaland. And he's had a hit. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal. Azar. Yamal receives it in a wide position. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Fine. He's going for goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Haaland. Pirlo. Aimed beyond the defence. Guti. And we're done.